We're back into our project. We're going to start by going to the views file, and we're going to get rid of this original view. So just go ahead and delete that, and we're going to create a new one. So I'm going to call this one home, because it's going to take care of our home route. So home, and then we're going to pass a request parameter. And then instead of returning anything, we're going to set a context variable first. So type context, set it equal to an empty list, and then we're going to return render, if I can spell it, and you can see that's already imported by default. We haven't used any context yet, but we will use it later in this video, and render is an easy way to combine requests, template names, and context together in a shortcut function. Type in the request parameter, followed by the template name string, which we'll define later, and then the context variable we defined above. We still don't have anything to really make the context variable useful, so I'm going to show you an example of how it works so we'll be able to get hands-on experience before things get too boring. Jumping into our views file, we can see that I have a new list of names: Ethan, Charlie, Baker, Abel, and Stan Lee. Now we're going to insert these into our context dictionary using the key names and the value names. Now if we go to our home.html, we can actually create a template for loop to loop through those names. So for name in names, and we also have to make sure we end that for, so it's just in for. Now if we add in an h2 tag, we can actually list out all the names saved in those variables. And I'll show you real quick. If we go to our file and refresh, there are all of the names. And if we view the page source, we can see that Django has written the h2s for all of the names in that list. The last thing I'm going to talk about is the importance of the block and in-block tags. When we use the extend tag, we're able to write stuff in base.html that is generic and can be used across our website in various web pages. You may have noticed when you're on Amazon, whether you're browsing deals, adding stuff to your wish list, or searching for non-existent Don't Waste Time merch, the Amazon header always looks the same, and this is how they do it. I've taken the liberty to add a not home HTML file and also edit some of the files we already have. You don't have to worry about doing this on your own project because we will not keep these changes. I'm just using it for demonstration purpose on how the extend tag works and the block content tag works. I have two web pages, home and not home, and I want them to share the same header. Instead of having to code the header for each of them, I'm going to code it in base.html, then extend that file to the other two files. I'm using the block tags to show where I want the not home HTML to fit into the base.html code. That way the entire template can be rendered as one HTML page. If any of this doesn't make sense, make sure you ask a question in the comments, but we will cover this more in the future videos and it'll become more clear as we do it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and I'll see you on the next video.